Yo, can you guys hear me now? We got it. We got it fixed. My bad on that. Now we're good. What's up, everybody? What's up? Nizar, what's up? Stero or Stero CJ, what's up, Joseph? You said congrats on the land. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You guys can hear me now, right? We're good. Let me see. What's going on with this light here? You're looking dark as hell. Let's see. There we go. That's better. Okay, cool. Let me see. Yo, can you guys hear me? Oh, yeah, we can. Okay. I don't know why the chat isn't catching up here on my end. Anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna go live on Instagram too. Let's see. Okay. You said what timeline? What timeline on the project as of now? Well, now that I did finally get my property, I'm getting everything started again this week. I mean, not this week, but this month rather. This month, the machine is going to be moved. Everything's going to be built, and it's going to be operational again, pretty much. If not by the beginning of, if not by the end of September, certainly the beginning of what is that? October. What's up, guys, on Instagram? I'm live on YouTube as well, guys. I don't know if you saw the video, but I got property, guys. I got property to move my plastic into fuel reactor onto. And it's secluded property, it's private, it's far away from people. It's, you know, very secure. So it's about time. It's about time, guys. You know, I've been out of the game for about 4 months now. But I'm happy to finally get back to it, get back in, and safer than ever now. I mean, now I gotta be safe, because if I blow myself up in this land, nobody's gonna hear. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, we got the 300 viewers up in here on Instagram, so I appreciate you guys for that for sure. But I'm gonna let you guys in if you guys got questions or you just want to talk. We do a little Q&A. It's been such a long time. I'm just happy to finally be getting started again, because it's literally been forever. What's up, guys on Facebook? What's up, Radik or Radek? What's up, Tyler on Facebook? What's up, everybody? All right, let's let some people in. You said way to keep spiraling up. Yeah, you said set up a camera live when you're working. I definitely gonna be recording a lot more. I don't know about live streaming while I'm working, but I'll be recording a lot more. What's up?
How's it going, bro? How's it going?
What's up? I'm good, man. What about you?
Yep. Good, I'm pretty good. I'm chilling. I'm in Thailand at the moment, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. What's your question?
Yo, I was wondering, wait, what's like the contract that you got with another company to like start up the thing? Because I just joined the live and I didn't really hear like everything. I was wondering what it was.
I don't have a contract with another company.
Oh, yeah. Wait, so what? So are you buying a land and are you gonna like start production of like the thing and start building it there?
No, I got land secured for me to continue my research and development, so that way I can get it to the big scale. And then at that point, you know, that won't even be land. That'll be like warehouse space, or I'll be building my own warehouse or something like that. That'll be a different story.
Fuck yeah, bro. That's
Yeah.
the way you're doing good to the world, bro. Like, it's good that there's people like you fucking pushing this shit, like this information and stuff, and like water-powered cars or this free electricity. It's good like there's someone actually making action and making something like this, like an invention. Like, you're risking your life as well doing this. Like, you're fucking... I support this a lot. I wish you luck with all your journeys.
Thank you.
Like, this could, if you get this on large scale, this could be $1 million industry.
Oh, absolutely. This is $1 trillion industry right here, brother, and it will be done on a large scale. Absolutely, that's the goal. But I appreciate your support, man. Much love to you.
Yeah, if everyone everyone needs to come together and say, no, we're not going to buy gas and we're going to fund this and invest in this. And we all need to come together as people and stop fucking thinking about politics and thinking about they're ran by the same people, and that we just need to fucking come together and support ourselves and stop paying tax to them, pay tax ourselves and fix the road cheaper. We've got more money.
Hey, you know, the truth is, we do have to go back to the old ways of being a lot more self-sufficient, man. That's just what it is. But take care. I got some other people I gotta let in. What's up, Ryan on Facebook? What's up, Nutella on YouTube? You said nice to see you moving forward. Thank you, E50. You said I ain't gonna lie, I thought they were spinning your tires. I want to see your machine in the ocean processing all that plastic into oil. What's up, Love Maurice on YouTube? Yeah, I agree. I want to, once I master the machines at the current level, I want to build machines specifically tailored for boats, for the oceans, right? Because, I mean, I'm just like, imagine if we could get these machines to such a point, right, where the fuel created can be done at such a scale, it's such a matter of efficiency, where perhaps that we can get the plastic out of the ocean and then use that plastic to power the boat. The boat stays out there till the plastic's all gone. I mean, that's how you gotta solve it, because how many millions of pounds go in every single day? You know? You said, I'm up in Jersey, much love to Jersey. You said, how'd you gain this knowledge? I just did research online, you know? You said, what age did I start? I started at 17. So I've been doing this for 4 years. I just turned 21.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
What's up? What's up?
I just want to say, continue doing what you're doing. You're doing an amazing job, by the way.
Thank you, man.
We're supporting you.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. And that means so much, because at the end of the day, the support, you know, that energy is what drives me to keep going.
Yeah, that's good, bro. Keep it going. We're going to support you until you get it to a billion-dollar company.
Oh, absolutely. For sure.
Right.
Thank you, man. Take care. God bless.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, I appreciate all you guys, for real. You know, that's how we're able to keep going. And, you know, especially when I did go through the explosion, the support, the love and support, you know, thank you all for that, because you guys really helped me recover and get through that phase. And now we're going to the next phase. You said, are you set up in your new facility or in the process? Radek, I just got approved for the property that I'm going to move my machine onto literally yesterday. So we're in the progress of moving. I got to get a concrete slab poured. Going to be doing that pretty much myself. I got to get a carport built. Going to be doing that pretty much myself, and I'm going to be moving everything over there. What's up, Leonidas Lee on Facebook? You said on YouTube, you said how many acres? I'm just using a little 25 by 25 foot section. I don't need all the acres. So, but you know, there is quite some space there, but I'm just using a pretty small square footage. You said you can't cripple the oil industry with plastic. It's not economical. It costs more energy than it makes. That's physics. Well, maybe I'm not trying to cripple the oil industry. I never said that. I said I'm trying to get rid of plastic and turn it into a product of value, so that way people are not going to litter anymore, because if plastic can be turned into something that we deem brings money, aka fuel, we all know fuel brings money, then there's not going to be litter, there's not going to be ocean plastic, because if that's like the equivalent of saying there's ocean dollars, or if somebody's throwing dollar bills out of their car, you can't even find dollar bills in litter. You know what I'm saying? So if we can make plastic even worth a single dollar, then there's not going to be litter, there's not going to be plastic pollution, and that's kind of the whole point, right? That's really the point beyond anything else. It's not about the efficiency of it. It's not about the fuel of it. It's about turning plastic into a valuable product at the end of the day. Because currently what we do, we take plastic and turn it into more plastic. That's not cutting it. Because if that was cutting it, we wouldn't have ocean plastic still happening, right? Recycling wouldn't be a failed industry, but it is. Can I touch you? What the heck? Anamorph. See, y'all weird again. See, I stopped going live for a while, okay? Because I've been trying to just get this land secured in the works. I come back and you guys are acting just as weird as you were when I left. Then can I touch you? You said, how are you going to overcome the second law of thermodynamics? I'm never violating the second law of thermodynamics. Think about it like this, right? Let's say, let's take me for example, right? Because I'm black, so I'm a monkey. So I'm a monkey. I'm out in the woods, in the jungle, and I want to get a piece of fruit from a tree. Okay, I want to get a mango from a tree. I have to climb up this tree to get this mango, right? I climb up this tree, and that takes energy to climb up this tree. I get the mango, and by the time I get the mango and I eat it, I got more calories from that mango than the amount of calories it took for me to climb up that tree. So when I put plastic inside of my machine, it's the same example, right? Because the plastic is already so dense of calories and energy that when we use an efficient process to break it down, it is actually able to extract more energy than the amount of energy it took to get the energy out. So that's pretty much the exact situation here. Ronald, thank you for the $5 on Cash App. Much love to you. You said Infernal Man, not a monkey. Yeah, Ryan on Facebook. You said this has nothing to do with the second law of thermodynamics. Exactly. You said follow your SOPs, check every fail-safe. Yeah, absolutely, Brandon. I gotta guys, I gotta take the safety real serious, because like I said, I'm in the countryside now. So if I get blown up, there ain't nobody gonna hear me, nobody's gonna see me. I'm just I'm just cooked, you know. Let's see Pablo in here. You said you have no idea what you're doing. You need to talk to some leaders in the industry. Who said I'm not? Who said I'm not talking to some leaders in the industry? I don't think it's letting you in, Pablo, unfortunately. Aiden Johnson. Let's see if it'll let you in, Aiden Johnson. I hope Instagram isn't doing that weird thing where it's like doesn't let me let people in. Oh, here we go. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up? I can hear you.
What's up? I got a few questions for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any problems with, like, the government?
No.
No?
No.
No. Why doesn't more people do this? Why don't more people do this?
I would say, well, turning things into fuel has been around forever, and there used to be these things called gasifiers in World War II that they would use to turn wood into fuel with a similar process, right? So that's something that's done a lot, and even pyrolysis is done a lot. You can find plants in China, India, Canada, some plants in Africa, people doing it. Now, doing microwave pyrolysis, it's not done a lot. That's what I do, because it's a lot more complex engineering, and a lot more dangerous, because now you're dealing with, not only are you making fuels and explosion things, now you have to deal with high voltages, now you have to deal with the engineering of microwave and radio waves, now you're dealing with radiation exposure to microwave radiation. So it becomes more complex. So for example, you yourself, you can build a regular pyrolysis reactor today with zero welding experience, right? But if you want to build a microwave pyrolysis reactor, not only do you need to know how to weld, but you need to know how to weld good, airtight. So that immediately puts a huge barrier to entry. You need to know how to do electronic things well enough to stay safe and to not, have things melt. You need to understand amperage, voltage. So that's the big difference. You can take a paint can and poke a hole in it and get a tube and set it in a campfire and make a really small reactor today for $30. Simple. But you want to do microwave, there is no simple. It immediately goes right up in complexity.
I appreciate you talking to me.
Hey, absolutely, man.
I appreciate what you're doing, man.
Hey, I appreciate your support. Much love.
Yeah, you too, man.
All right. SO1 Ox. See, he said I'm gonna touch you. See, this is what I'm talking about. Cause you guys keep talking about you're gonna touch me, but what about if I touch you? You ever thought about that? That's a different story then, isn't it? The nature jab touches you. You didn't think about that. Because you want to keep talking about, you're going to touch me, you're going to touch me. Come try to touch me and see what happens. You said the government will love this project to work if they can turn trash into energy that's a direct benefit to GDP. Exactly. Governments will love this. Governments would absolutely love this when it can be done viably and properly. And that's just how it is. All right, I'm done talking about this, because now you guys are over saying, touch me, dad. I'm not your father, Brandon, on YouTube. I am not your dad. I'm not your daddy. So no, we're not doing this. And who says XD anymore? Like, where are you from? 2014? Were you on Roblox 2014? XD. You say you should go on Joe Rogan's podcast. Hey, I'd love to. I'd love to. If Joe Rogan, if you're watching this under some ghost account, I'd love to be on your podcast. What's up? Thank you, Colin Cole, for $12 on Cash App. Hey.
Hello. I wanted to know if your method of converting plastic into fuel is more or less efficient than the traditional way of, turning of making fossil fuel.
So when it comes to traditional pyrolysis, when you are using a fire, microwave pyrolysis is more efficient because just like if you took, let's say you want to cook a piece of chicken and you put it in the oven versus the microwave, if you put it in the oven, the whole oven has to heat up. The microwave just heats up the chicken. So it's more efficient. It saves energy. Compared to regular refineries that take the crude oil from the earth and then refine it, right now they're more efficient because they're doing it at such a humongous scale. The refineries are literally the size of entire, it's like it's a whole town, right? So it's so big that they can do it so efficient. Right now I'm so small, but when I get to such a level where it could be that such a size, I reckon it will be more efficient.
Another question, would it be cheaper if it would be done in a scale as large as the current,
Yeah, I would say. I would say so. I would say that it would be more efficient because I've noticed I've built 4 prototypes, right? And every prototype I built has gotten bigger and bigger, and every prototype has been more and more efficient. So I hypothesize if I can build a humongous machine, it will be mega efficient compared to what I'm doing now.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, you take care. Let's see. You said, did you implement scrubbers into your system? I've always had scrubbers. People need to understand that plastic energy conversion doesn't need to be more efficient than extractive fuel production. Right, because we also have to remember there's a difference. When we're turning plastic into fuel, we are getting rid of plastic. That is the true value. We're not taking a plastic bag and turning it into a plastic bag, not solving the root issue, making a plastic bag that ends up making microplastics that end up getting into your testicles, right? Or they end up getting in your mouth when I put my testicles in yours, right? So that's the difference. We're truly getting rid of plastic from a root level when we do this process. And that's the true value, and it just happens to be that we create fuel, right? And so people need to remember that because it could be easy to misconstrue the mission because I tell you that we're making fuel and you see me running vehicles and then you think it's all about fuel. You think there's a power plant. You think this is all about being a generator. We are literally just trying to truly destroy and get rid of plastic. Even if it didn't make fuel, then guess what? At least this is a way of destroying the plastic completely. And then imagine if it runs off of solar, or imagine if the machine runs itself. Then we don't have to worry about energy at all. Louis Alvarez, what's up, man? You said, how do we invest? Right now is not currently the time, but I'm looking into certain things. Certain moves. So it might be happening soon. Malik Martinez, you said that's right, all about the reduction and conversion to a resource. Exactly. You said you motivate me, brother, out here supporting you. Thank you, Manquala on Facebook. Thank you guys on Facebook showing love, showing love. You said, where does the benzene go? The benzene, if there's benzene in the plastic, the benzene will end up in the fuel product. Some benzene will be destroyed with the heat, but some of it will also form and such. So ultimately, the benzene will end up in the gasoline product. It will not end up very much at all in the diesel or jet fuel product, or kerosene. It will end up in the gasoline product. So with that, you can either extract it out of the gasoline and do things with the benzene. You can make more plastic out of benzene, for example. Or you could do catalytic distillation to completely reform the benzene into a different product, right? So there's a few different options you could do with that. I'm sorry, this camera's shaking so much. I'm gonna have to do a different mount for it. Yeah. I got land asphalt on YouTube finally. It's been so long. Listen, guys, I had my original projection for the property I was going to get. It was a completely different property. It was a warehouse here in Atlanta. I had that original projection literally June 30th, the end of June. Now look at us. We're almost at the midpoint in September, and I finally got it. But I promised you guys after the explosion, and I promised my neighbors, and I promised myself, I am not going to run this machine in the neighborhood anymore. So to me, it wasn't an option. It was not like, oh, maybe I can run it for a little bit longer. No, this is a dangerous thing. And that's why getting property was so hard, because everybody that would come up to me and propose, oh, maybe you could be on this property, when they really gave it some thought, they're like, you know what? It's too much of a liability. So it just ended up being, a lot of back and forths and waiting and stuff, patience. It really tested my patience, because I'm the type of person, I'm so kinesthetic that, like, I have to work on stuff. I have to build things, right? And so when I was out for 4 months, I had to keep my physical activity up. I was doing boxing. I still do boxing. I love it. And that kind of helped me. You said you can't just run in any warehouse either. Exactly, name. That was exactly the issue, because they have a lot of warehouse rental or lease things you can do that aren't even that expensive. I mean, they are, but they're somewhat expensive. But every time I bring up to them, hey, they're like, what are you going to do here? I'm like, I'm going to turn plastic into, I get a little bit timid, because I'm like, I already know they're going to be like, oops. I remember I was looking for this land. It was a lease for 1,850, and I called the broker, and then the land was like registered for farm use or whatever. And then she was like, great, all right, I'm going to send you the application. She was like, by the way, what are you going to be doing with the land? And I said, I'm going to be doing scientific research and development of fuel products. And then she never sent me the application. I was like, okay, that's tough. That was the end of that. What's up, Zai myself? Good to see you, man. You said, I saw somebody, they said, why you put up the ancient Egyptian symbol? I really very much like Kemet, so I gotta show love there. I actually cut all of these out myself with a plasma cutter back in 11th grade in my welding class. Let's see. You said, can you explain the symbols in the back? Well, this is the Ankh, the scarab beetle, then the Eye of Horus. So to me, the Ankh means life, scarab beetle means death, rebirth, and then the Eye of Horus means awareness and perspective. So you put all those together, you have your life, and you go through death and rebirth over and over again as you're finding yourself, as you're going through your journey. And you always got to keep your eyes open and your perspective clear to new perspectives and new, different sides of things to continue your growth and to continue your death and rebirth as a person and as a spirit. So that's all of them going together. Can you get EPR for plastic waste? What is EPR? Let me check these chats. What's up, Malik on Facebook? You said solar powered thermal battery for night use. Yeah, there's a lot of different options for powering this machine. I haven't even tapped into some of the things I've thought about, but yeah, like solar is one option. Of course, wind is another option, but I got some other interesting ideas for running the machine. For all the people that may think that energy is going to be the issue, like, oh, it consumes too much energy, trust me, it's not going to be. And when I get things going how I want to, you'll see a lot of different alternatives I have. Do you have a timeline when you'll be up and running again? End of September, early October. We're moving quick. Now that I got that land secured, I just got to get this concrete slab poured. I got to win some money to get some quotes from some companies. I get that slab poured. I'm not going to have people come out like a concrete crew. I'm just calling a truck, okay? Because it's going to be almost 7 yards of concrete. So that's like a whole truck full. I ain't doing that much, carrying bags around. What's up, man?
Hey, man.
How you doing?
I'm fine, man. Just about to go to sleep. So just one question, man. So aren't you concerned about your safety?
No.
Not your machine blowing up, but the conspiracy bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about my safety concerning, conspiracies. And the main reason why is because, regardless of if the conspiracies are true or not, it's not going to make a difference. And it's not going to help me with what I'm doing if I'm scared.
Okay. So that's all for me, man.
Yeah.
Good luck, and I'm watching you.
Hey, man, thank you very much for your support. And you have a great night. Much love.
Thanks, man. Bye.
All right. 702 Anthony said, I love Wiener. Okay, well, thanks for letting us know, Anthony. My day's so much better now that I know that you love wiener. Okay. What emissions does your fuel make when burned? Plastic is caustic. Jesse on Facebook. So when you have the machine and you put the plastic in the machine and you make it into fuel, it's a chemically different product. So plastic may be caustic when it's burned, but it does not necessarily mean the fuel that comes from it will be. Now, the emissions that come from it when it burns, I have not tested my emissions, right? However, you can find plenty of studies that have the exact emissions of plastic pyrolysis oil broken down, right? And in some ways they're beneficial, some ways they need to be cleaned up. So for example, it does have less CO2, it does have less sulfur, it does have less smoke. But then on the other side of things, there are higher concentrations of benzene, right? So things need to be adjusted. That's why I need to get my personal stuff tested so I can, make sure we have the balance. We pass all the regulatory bodies, the EPA and such. But for the most part, it actually ain't all that bad, right? At the end of the day, in some ways it's better, some ways it's worse. You just got to figure out the in between, right? You got to figure out the balance. Trying to keep the balance is staying strong. All right, let's see. Rahul, you said my phone died. Surely I can stay before. Oh, okay, Kurt, I see you. You said, oh, EPR, extended producer's responsibility. You can register as a recycler and you can generate plastic credit. Oh, yes, this will count as plastic credit. It will. But thank you, Zala. It won't let me send a request. You have to accept. Oh, okay, Kurt. I don't know. If I don't know if I can even see your request, Kurt. You said gross. Come on, man. Say something intelligent. Not I love wiener. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It is less damaging than letting methane in the ocean. Because the truth is this, right? You don't even have to burn the fuel. You don't have to. You can just keep it in liquid form forever. It's still gonna, if you have it controlled and captured in an area, it's not emitting anything, unlike leaving the plastic out in the ocean. Are the fumes carcinogenic? The fumes of any fuel in the world are carcinogenic. Go to one clinic where they'll let you know, yeah, you can just huff in the gasoline, diesel fumes, you'll be okay. It's all carcinogenic. Fuel is meant for engines to drink, not us, right? So that's not gonna be any type of stance to stand on. Do you plan to recycle other materials for reuse? I do in the future. I'm all about waste management. I'm all about opening the minds of people to no longer see waste, but actually to see energy. So I do plan on doing other things, but I also want to get into textiles and clothes next, because they can go right in my machine and they'll make fuels the way they are. But I want to also create other machines in the future that do completely different things, but all under the same umbrella of turning waste into actual value, right? But that comes later. I gotta finish this plastic to fuel mission first. Congrats on the land, bro. Be safe and wear your protective gear. Absolutely, Drew. Thank you, man.
Amen.
What's up? I can't hear you. Hey, thank you, Chris Fobbs, for the $15 on Cash App. He said, for being incredible. Thank you, man. Much love to you. Thank you very much, man. Seriously. You said clothes are much more synthetic nowadays anyway. Exactly. Like this shirt I'm wearing is probably half plastic. So it's probably half plastic and like 20% cotton and then like probably like 30% some other crap, right? Just a whole bunch of mix of stuff. We can't recycle this. It's like, what happens if this shirt has a hole in it, like a bad hole, like you can't sew it back together, or it gets stained? You have to throw it away. You cannot recycle something with this many materials. You can't even recycle a chip bag. Did you guys know that? Finjay, thank you for the $1.34 on Cash App. He said, I'm broke. Oh, wait, let me see. He said, I'm broke, but I'd rather this go to you. Man, listen. I appreciate you completely, man. And it doesn't even matter how much. Just the fact that you want to support, I appreciate it. So, much love to you. Many blessings to you, Finedge, for the $1.34 on Cash App. Like, guys, let me see if I have an example. I don't, but the chip bags, like a bag of Lay's, it has aluminum on the inside. You can't recycle that because it's too many different materials. Well, you can recycle it in my machine. But you cannot take this bag, right, and then turn it into another bag. Mechanical recycling. You say, why is this page not verified yet? I have to have some type of like big website or article posted on me, like Forbes or something, to get verified. You have to have like a third-party credible website write an article on you, and you can't pay to have it written about you. It has to be like organic. That's the only way to get verified. Genuinely, if you want to pay for your verification, of course you could be verified. I could be verified with 2 followers. Nicholas, thank you for the $5. He said, for fixing the world. Much love to you, man. Hey, you're fixing the world too, because you're showing support, and you're a part of the journey. We're all a part of this together. Fresh to month from death. Thank you, hair grease. You know, hey, you know your boy gotta come clean with it all the time, all the time. What's up, man?
Hey, I just got a question.
What's up?
That guy's your mate. That shit work for real?
Oh yeah, it works.
That's crazy. How did you even come up with that?
Man, I just did research. I just went on Google and I just kept looking up like things that could be done with plastic, and I researched what plastic is, you know, the roots of it. And when I learned that plastic is literally made of petroleum and crude oil, I'm like, it's a no-brainer. We have to be able to turn it back into that.
Okay. All right, well, that's what I asked.
Absolutely, man. Take care. Reinforce zero censorship and more good recycling ideas. Googleoplex and Daddy Blue Dun. I don't know what you're saying. You said, yo, I'm proud of you. Thank you, Brenos. Let me catch up on these other chats here. YouTube. I've got so much plastic saved up that it's actually become inconvenient. Oh, you know what, guys? It's time. I'm gonna open up my P.O. box to send plastic. You guys already can. You already can send plastic into my P.O. box. My P.O. box is in my link tree. But I'm about to make the official announcement soon, because now that I'm about to get started again, I'm gonna need the plastic. I'm gonna need a lot of it, because this machine is gonna be eating 20-30 pounds a day, and that's a lot of plastic. If you guys never seen 20-30 pounds of plastic shredded, it's a lot. Or even when it's unshredded, that's a lot of bags of plastic. So I'm gonna be taking accepting plastic from you guys, and that's pretty cool, because you know when you give it to me, I'm gonna really recycle it, right? Unlike if you go put it in your recycle bin, you don't know if they're gonna recycle it, but you guys know I will. I'll get it on camera for you. Do you post your research or write articles that can be peer reviewed? Not yet, because my machines have had too many variables with me building them by hand, right? So when I build my next machine, it will be built with as little, you know, it won't be handmade, to say the least. So I'll be able to actually do real scientific articles and such. But I am going to start collecting data though, because I'm getting sensors and such that will allow me to collect like pressure data, sensor data, put it on an Excel sheet. I have some air quality sensors, so let me get air quality data. So we'll get that type of stuff. Then we're going to get the data of the analysis of my products. But in terms of data for a scientific research paper, I want to have my machine more scientific first, right? So we're getting to that point. Of course, it's because of science and scientific research papers that I've been able to make it. So I respect science and the scientific field, absolutely. But that's why I want to do it properly and not half-ass it, right? You said, you know, you have a good recycling machine when demand for recyclables is high. Yeah, exactly. You said, I spoke to you a few years ago and suggested you use the condenser. You've done really good. What's up, Mr. Martin Swan? So you must have been around since like Mark II, Mr. Martin Swan. Because I remember when I made those videos of me building the condenser. That's what's up, man. Thank you. And thank you for your support and your continued support and still being along for the journey and the mission. Let's see. How much crude oil or fuel in general could the average plastic bag contain? I can't give you the number for the average plastic bag. I only worked by the actual weight. So like about 20 pounds of plastic is about a gallon of fuel. And shoot, I forgot the conversions in kg and liters, unfortunately. Let's see what we got here. Anar. You said patent it, protect your intellectual property, man, Radek. Yeah, that's definitely something I gotta look into as well. I do have a provisional patent on one of my machines. Have you linked up with the Ocean Cleanup projects? I got some connections with them. It's more of we gotta get this machine, where it needs to be before we can really do these type of collaborations, because right now the machine is too small, still a prototype. But once it's ready, we got the connections to the ocean cleanups, the sea cleaners. That won't be an issue. King Sonata, thank you for the $100 on Cash App. Much love to you, King Sonata, man. Thank you so much for your contribution to the project, to the Earth and history. And man, seriously, I appreciate you guys. Like, at the end of the day, I'll tell you something, right? I've had so many setbacks with this project. And I know a lot of people are new, but so you just seen the explosion that I survived. Before that, I had a house fire, and then before that, I had another explosion of a machine. And what's been consistent in all this has always been you guys' support. Like it's crazy, and it really does make me keep going at the end of the day, because sometimes you might ask yourself, like, am I doing something crazy? Am I just going down a route that's putting my life at risk for something that may not be worth it? But at the end of the day, when I see how much support, how much you guys believe in this just as much as me do, as I do, right? That's why I got into this at 17 welding class, because I believed that there has to be a way to tap into the patterns and the energy of nature and apply it to plastic. How nature has zero waste, everything is recycled, closed loop. We can do that with plastic and our oceans. I believe that, and to see that you guys believe it just as much, maybe even more than me, it's beautiful. So thank you guys so much for your support, and thank you again, King Sonata, for the $100 on the Cash App. Much love to you. Let me see if it'll let you in, Kurt. You have to put your life if you want to accomplish something. Yeah, exactly. Nothing great, nothing truly great or worth doing comes without some type of sacrifice. So, and I understand the sacrifice that such work requires, and I'm all for it. That's a much better answer than my question. Thanks so much. I hope to see something like this. Oh, I didn't know what your question was, Bacus. My bad on that. I didn't see it. We can definitely do that. If nature's doing it, then it's proven that it can be done. Yeah, exactly, bringer of change. What people need to remember is nature is technology. Okay, and nature is a more advanced technology than anything we have, even our best AIs, even the stuff we don't know that the government or the militaries have. Because name me a single device that you can take that's the size of what? The size of a piece of hair on your nuts. Put it into the ground, give it some time, and then it's going to start growing and one day become the size of and weight of a building, aka a tree. We don't have that technology. We haven't gotten there yet. We never will truly get there. So when we can look to nature to consult us, because nature is the ultimate example of a balanced technological ecosystem. That's what we're trying to create. We just don't want to admit it. We say nature's primitive. No, nature's the best technology. So I started this project coming from a place of being in nature all the time, being a permaculturalist, sustainable gardening, all the type of stuff. And I was like, if we're doing this, if I can take my food waste and convert it into fuel for my plants, aka compost, then surely there's a solution similar to that for plastic. That's just period. It's the patterns of nature. Joseph, you said, do you think your fuel would be able to fuel a suit? A suit? Well, I could turn a suit into fuel. Rattleslaw. Oh, I don't want to mispronounce your name. Lesnewiski. I'm sorry, I definitely mispronounced that, but thank you for the $20 on the Cash App, Rattleslaw. You said for the project, for your project. Thank you so much, my friend. Can I ask if you plan on hiring any engineers or other team members? Yes, at the right time. Yes. So for all of you that may have applied, just put in an application from the link on my website. For all of you that have done that, yes, your application is not going unnoticed. I am seeing them. It's all about timing. Right now is not the time to hire people like that. But when I get the first big round of funding, you best believe you put in a good application, you're the first. You're gonna be reached out to first. You know, so it's for sure gonna happen. You gotta have the team of engineers, architects, all that type of stuff, welders, all that. So you said support you hit you up with the $20 for now. Oh, that was you, Radek. It was you. Thank you so much, man. On Facebook, you're a real one, man. Thank you, Radek. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. You're on the right track. Nature has the elixir to heal. Thank you, Polo. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. You know, like I said, nature is the real technology. Instagram is not letting me let anybody else in, unfortunately. I'm not sure what's going on with that. So congratulations on getting your land. Thank you very much. It's been a long time coming, but patience has paid off, and it was quite a good deal with that too. Wasn't you making small machines for household use for people? You know, it's gonna be really tough to get into that, to make these small machines. We're talking regulatory stuff. We're talking, you know, it's a different scale when you're doing something that can be in somebody's house. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's not my focus right now because, you know, right now I'm trying to solve the ocean plastics, right? Get those done, and those are, you know, those plastics are going in at such a high rate. It'll be better to build, you know, at least bigger scale machines right now. But, you know, maybe we can have many smaller decentralized machines as well. Either way, that's the focus right now. Yeah, Instagram's not letting me let anybody else in. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to let all these people in. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna restart it. I see you, King Sonata, in the Instagram chat. I'm gonna restart the Instagram live, guys, so you guys can come in. Hey, I love you back, Chorus. We can let some more people in, ask more questions. Let's see. We got this Instagram restarted. I'm an IT engineer, if that helps. I'd even volunteer for free. DVRS, that's amazing. You know, IT engineers, all that type of stuff, because this technology does take everything. Like, this is everything. So, you know, because I'm even looking to get software developed where I can turn the machine on and off from a computer, you know. So this is everything. This machine, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, welding, you know, literally every field this taps into. So let me get this Instagram started up again.
Probably hard things translates to an ability.
We'll probably be live for like 25 more minutes. But let's get this Instagram popping. Let's see. All right, here we go. You say, yes, my man, more to come. Radek is good, bro. Hey, thank you, Radek. Thank you so much, man. Seriously, off of the Facebook there, man. You're a real one. I appreciate all you guys for your support. You guys are great. Nature Jab's #1 fan joined. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Have all different types of fans, right? What's up, Daryl Choites? Sorry, I'm not gonna be able to click that link, my friend. Unfortunately, it's too much of a liability. But you can explain what you do and send me an email, business@naturejab.com, and we can get talking. What's up, everybody? Oh, it's you, Kurt. Let me let you in. Burn update. Burns are looking good. I'm still, you know, I still have white on me. I'm still a little cow. You know, it's cool to be on both sides of the fence. James, thank you for the $5 on the PayPal. What's up, Kurt?
Yo, hey, I have a good idea for your business plan and project, bro.
What's up?
You know how you want to like expand your project to the shipping industry?
Mm-hmm.
If you started like, you know, cargo ships, they cost around $150 million to make, but they make the whole cost back in the first shipping fee, like the first trip. If you got like hundreds of people that had like at least 100,000, 200,000 to invest, and then paid them back after like a couple trips, you can easily do that to get the ship, and then after that, keep on doing the ships, buy like one more, and then you can expand it to that because you own the company, as well as like that can pay for like mass production of like the materials and everything to build it, and for resources and warehouses and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, you feel like since you have like a good following online already, you can probably gather people who would like agree with that idea, because that could literally change the world. And I feel like people would rather fund that than pay taxes. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
If you didn't pay taxes for like a while and just fucking pay that, that could literally save the world like heaps, and then get the ship going, and then you can make like $1 billion after 12 trips. You can make $1 billion. So imagine how much shit that can do to like your project. But you only need 150 million, but like you have a big following, and if everyone joins in with the idea and collectively gets together, because like the government, they pretty much split people up. And I feel like if we all got together in one group, invested in that, got paid back 10% more than what they put in, 15% more, and then they're all in with the idea, and then once it has enough, you can get the ship and then have the thing going.
Yeah, that's, you know what, that's an interesting idea, and I never had thought about that before. So I'll do some of my own research into that. But I appreciate you for giving me that perspective, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, and then that means you already have like the shipping company, so you can
right. Yeah, you already have the boats and such that are gonna go out there. Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into that. Thank you, mate. And you take care. Thank you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I watched a YouTube video before I entered the live, like just to double check, and like I'll look at more online because you can't go off YouTube all the time.
Right.
But yeah, it's true. There's different ships, but they're pretty much like the ships don't break as well. Like,
yeah, that's great. I gotta let some other people in, but thank you. Yeah.
I just wanted to share
Take
that
care.
idea with like, I feel.
Let's see. I definitely recommend investing in security. Yes, I will have security and surveillance on the property. Cargo ships are worse for the environment than airplanes. yeah, they're pretty heavy polluters. Why am I not a warehouse? Because I pretty much would have to buy a warehouse, because I can't lease any warehouse, because if I want to lease it and I tell the people I'm making hazardous materials that can explode, then they immediately always are like, okay, no, you can't come here. I already tried several warehouses. That was pretty much how all the conversations went. You said, I would voluntarily fund the operation. I very much like to be a part of it, though. What were you talking about? The context. I'm not sure what context you were talking about, Bringer of Change. Unless you're talking about just in general. But if anybody else wants to come in on Instagram, you guys can, I'll let you guys in. You say, what's your yield efficiency? Okay, so the last run I did of the machine, before I got blown up, I put in what? I think I was at, I don't want to misquote. I have it in the video. But I think I was pretty much at like at least a half return from just the oil product alone. And you have the natural gas product and the carbon product as well. You know, carbon can be burned like coal. So, so I don't have the efficiency numbers on my latest machine yet, because I was getting them and then I got in an accident. But when I do get them, they'll be public, of course. Now, the efficiency numbers on my past machine, Mark IV, those are public. Let's see. Let me let Hassan in. Hey, Memory on YouTube. Oh, you're referring to the project expanding. Yeah, where you located? You said you're like Senku, but in real life. Who is Senku? Hello.
Hi there.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, yeah, I saw your content. I am a big fan. I respect you as an engineer, well-known engineer.
Thank you.
And I have this idea in mind. I'm not really sure if it'll be sustainable, but I want to ask you as a professional. So here goes.
Yeah, what's up?
So the idea is basically to use it's a reaction called alkaline displacement, where you use water, regular water.
Mm-hmm.
You electrolyte it, like put some electrolytes in it, and then you basically put a reactive metal in it, like aluminium.
Mm-hmm.
And there's many aluminium lidded around the globe with like soda cans and stuff.
Right.
So by recycling those soda cans, you can essentially create hydrogen with that alkaline reaction from the water. You can separate the hydrogen,
Mm-hmm.
use the hydrogen to fuel like the hydrogen cars. Tesla is, Toyota, is like producing and stuff. You can even use it, store it up, and use it as cooking fire. So I wanted to ask you if that's a good and like sustainable idea, and if you think that could be taken long term.
Well, what's left of the aluminum after?
The aluminum, it becomes like, it's a reaction, it's basic displacement reaction. So aluminium and oxygen is left in the reaction, and hydrogen is released as gas. So
Right. So with the aluminum reacting, it is going to form a reactant, right? And I'm asking, what is that reactant? Because that's going to end up dictating how sustainable this is. Because if the reactant is toxic, for example, then that's another issue.
It's not that toxic. It's aluminium oxide.
Oh, aluminum. Okay. Yeah, and that can be used to make. That's alumina, so that could be used to make like insulation and such. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
So then, what's the energy cost to do this? I know you you had to put electricity through it to get this a reaction to start.
Yeah, so the electrolytes probably not electricity, but you put like electrolytes like sodium hydroxide, or you can put like some caution salt.
Right, and what I'm saying is, you have the electrolytes, but then you usually have to put electricity through there, right? When you're doing electrolysis processes.
It's not like electrolysis.
Oh, okay.
Put electricity in it.
Okay.
It just uses simple chemistry and displacement.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So then I guess the only thing at that point, it's pretty direct. You just have to figure out the cost of the electrolyte, right? And some way to make that at a way that could, where the price of the hydrogen you're making and then the aluminum oxide you sell can be higher than the cost of the electrolyte, right? That's pretty much the only thing holding back something like this.
Yeah, I didn't think about selling the aluminum oxide. I thought that would be like a non-toxic waste, but I didn't know what to really do with it.
No, yeah, it has a lot of uses. In fact, I've used aluminum oxide before in my research of my machine, so I'm very familiar with aluminum oxide. Yeah, Bringer of Change said it could be used to make water filters, ceramic armor plates. You can sinter it to make, what's that? You can sinter it to make like dishes and stuff with it. So, and it has really good properties, a lot of different properties. So it has a lot of uses. So yeah, look into that. At the end of the day, that's how these things break down. Because if it costs $100 to get all the potassium hydroxide you need, and you're only getting $50 of alumina oxide and hydrogen out, then obviously there's got to be some type of thing to adjust. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you have to adjust something in that equation to make it all work out. So that's ultimately what it comes down to.
I'm not really experienced in the field, but I'm pretty sure like maybe you've been researching, and like I wanted to ask if like the price of hydrogen, is it like is the economy, is it going up? Or
no, I'm not familiar with the hydrogen because I use hydrocarbons, which are a mix of all these different things. So I'm not familiar with hydrogen. If I had to assume, I would say so, because there's a lot of research in the hydrogen field. What's up, Rob on YouTube? So yeah, I would assume so, but you should look into that, because also there's a lot of problems with the hydrogen field when they're trying to like figure out how to store it and stuff. But that could be a form of green hydrogen potentially coming from aluminum cans. So I like that idea. And as a matter of fact, I was talking about chip bags, right? Like Lay's bags, such. They have aluminum on the inside. When I put that in my reactor, the plastic gets burnt off, but that aluminum is left behind. So maybe it could even be a thing where it's like that aluminum that gets left behind goes right to your process. Now we're getting hydrogen out of that. So then you're getting the fuel from plastic. You're getting fuel from the aluminum on the back end too. So, I like that. I like that idea. I like your thinking. So, keep working at it. And like I said, if you end up hitting a roadblock where it comes out to be like, it might be too expensive, don't ever let that stop you or shut you down. Instead, look for different perspectives and different ways to do it, because there's always a solution if you stay persistent and just keep looking, right? So take care, man, and thank you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Hydrogen is definitely a very dangerous fuel. Yeah, absolutely. Probably the most dangerous one because it leaks through everything. The atoms of it are so small. Yeah, the price would be too hard to be sustainable. Yeah, more than likely. But surely there is a way to do it. It might just be completely different, you know, a way where nobody's even thinking of. But there's always a way to do something if you put your mind to it, you know, and you just don't give up, right? But you also have to be willing to change your game if the route you're trying to do things isn't quite gonna work, right? You have to be willing to completely flip the game if you have to. But the point is, if you see a vision and a mission and you keep working towards it, you will make it work with enough time and energy towards it. That's just how it works, you know. You give a seed enough time and it will grow into a tree, you know, 1 trillion times heavier than that seed. But it just needs the time and the energy. So that's how everything is as well. But hey guys, it was great speaking with everybody. Like I said, I got the lands. Things are gonna start moving very quickly, very soon. So you guys take care. We'll be doing more live streams more often now. And thank you guys all for stopping by. Thank you for all of the support and donations as well. You guys stay blessed and take care.